car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score, and Vector beat you. And in frustration, he destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. What's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here, now. We got another one. My bad. We have nothings. Nada. Leave you two. Kate, let's try this thing again. Frick. Frick. Not enough. Okay, let's try again. We did it. Yippee! Now, Kate, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? This was... No! Thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to it. While you're here supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector entered some drinks playing arcade. Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. As you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine, no proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told you an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left. Then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Hey, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? All the other names have food theme, but this one... Who here goes by Ultim? You may not know Kate, but there is someone here that goes by the title, The Ultimate Life Form. There's always someone here that goes by that. Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. But Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Key. Kevin told me to lock the door and to not open it for anyone, then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her the special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library too? Because Vector... What in the lab... I can't read. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? Rouge searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Alright, we figured it out. More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. And fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Kate, let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwave and chili dogs. Kate, coming. Anything else I can look about? Nope. Ready to mosey down to the next car? No way, dang nabbit. You've got it, partner. Onwards. My hair looks like shit today, but, you know, it's fine. Library car. Ooh, pretty. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. A presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Want to join us fighting clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you and click. But how are you gonna leave? The doors the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? Birthday girl has a master key. Right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm a detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm making sure everything goes well. Things aren't going great. I'm not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murderer. Well, I mean, besides murder, my social skills, non-existent. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now. Thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Kate and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone after the dining car? Sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rogue, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked the book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rogue? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup by the saloon car. Rogue came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something, and she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure. Stand over there. And she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She obviously had been on a hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, and then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Sonic left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again and locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. Well, these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. If you'd like to be surrounded with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. I'm looking for What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Sit at the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush, puts me right at the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Kate, no, don't fall asleep. It's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I'd have one ring. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for these poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Ruth. Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh. Hey, look at this. There's a couple maps here. Seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre. They're listed here. I'll have a good overhead map. Let's take library map is added to your inventory. Can we take this brochure about a cave too? Looks like there's stuff. Blah blah blah. Leave it. Yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Caves are cool. Hand. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid on a candy shop. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground to put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let me take a note of this. Mirage Express Manual is added to your inventory. Seems like someone was reading it. Seems like someone may have been reading it. Let's talk to him. Fancy a poem? A poem about trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The windows show the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. Actually, I really like that one. Huh? Never mind. Very well. I don't know. Do we have enough evidence? Oh, trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check here. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something here. Are you sad that there's nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. Really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. You're pretty unconventional, but I like that. What, was that supposed to be a compliment? Should we start interrogation? I mean, I don't think there is anything. We don't have anything, really. There's not a whole lot we can find. Oh, books stacked. What's this? Bright red book. Oh, yuck, this reeks of evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. Weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. May not be wrong. Dr. Eggman cooks omelets, confirmed. Yo, what's up? Hello. Oh, the globe. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everything and everyone. Has been everywhere. Haven't they? You know. they've been all over. I mean, you know, like I don't know, some years ago when the freaking planet got like split. You know, remember that? Let's talk to him. Is there any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. And she tried to bring a knife on the train. I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Let's start interrogation. I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around a bit more first? Oh, never mind. Can we interrogate him? I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around a little more first? Okay. Where can we... Oh, frick. I didn't mean to do that. Where can we search? Is there any... What more can we search? No. There's nothing there. No. What else can we search? Books on the ground. Hang in there. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see this. This little chow is hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. This chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? What can we look? Where can we look? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. I think I found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Start interrogation. So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Kate and I are here to confirm two things: why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered, Knuckles. And that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. Must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what your book might be. Hey, could you help me out? This one. That. Yep, okay. This one. A manual? You think Espio is reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oops, my bad. My bad. Frick, my bad. There's no copium. This is not a furry dating sim. Should I play a Sonic dating sim? Should I play a Sonic dating sim on stream? Oh frick. That'd be funny. Frick. I'm so bad at this. I did it. Let's go. Let's go, I did it. This is not a furry dating sim. This is a murder mystery. There are books. Someone has murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. In fact, let me actually move my stuff. There's gonna be a little bit of a process. Oh fuck. Let me move my stuff up here. move the little Melina up here, sure. I've had a decent day. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books are on the shelves. We're in alphabetical order. See, let me move this up further. Boom. Boom. Perfect. Yippee! All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Kate, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Page 362. What efficient, extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train cleaned itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. Robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passengers' safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Kate, hit him with another one. Page 89. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply to if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Kate. Let's see if Espio can go 3 or 3. 402. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system and a word when the conductor can ensure smooth traffic for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't be accessed its full suit of capabilities without the conductor's presence. Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah. Totally. It's wild you're able to retain all this information so quickly. A pilot's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you've had the nerve to question my buddy like that? Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand. Everyone's conscious attitudes. Vector was the one who wanted to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up, Kate? Harris put me on the spot. Okay, Kate, and we can have a piece of evidence linked to someone who has also saw Espio reading, but what? Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what does this have to do with anything? We're up, Kate. Let's get our argument together. We think. I guess, kind of like Clue, but Sonic. Frick, my bad. I messed it up. Thank gosh, I made that. Oh my gosh, that was close. It's not, I don't know. It's Sonic Murder Mystery. Shadow walked to the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. Wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. He said the line. Wait, not the line. He said the word. He said the gamer's word. He's a gamer. Vector's a gamer. Espio said he saw Shadow into the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left, Knuckles and Vector went in the saloon car. Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back to the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't know was Shadow. You're telling me the sound of the doors opening and locking wouldn't cause you to look up? Well, you see, it's not Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. If we didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, and at that moment you were really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Kate. One that I would love was for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book I didn't even notice Shadow passed back to the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap on my shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on to something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting and reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I feel like Espio... Tails we're Tails' assistant. Tails is the detective. I don't know. I feel like I can believe Espio's story, but... this is difficult. Espio's story is believable, but Tails is also sort of believable too. I don't know. They're both believable. Because it's believable that Espio could have just read that entire time. I like Tails. Let's defend Espio. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Overhead map of the library could show that there was a place where he was. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. There could have been a place where he could have been sat somewhere where he wasn't facing, right? Where he wasn't even facing Shadow, right? That's my thought process anyways. And a biscuit for some rings. Boom. I'm just gaming. I'm a gamer. I'm just a gamer. The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? This table, because there's that there, so... Could have been this table. Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in that same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen each other from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense. Why, you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most, airtight. I'm just dumb. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Very valid. Valid. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open while she was passing through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give him heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. Murderer is on the loose. While doors kept keep getting locked. Tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in their caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Kate. Let's see what's next. Coming. You sure you don't want to stay and look at the great books a little longer? The mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues. The casino. I'm thinking, yeah, Sonic's dead. Sonic's been murdered. I'm thinking we're gonna end the stream because I'm just tired. I'm very tired. However, I will come back to this game and Undertale at some point, hopefully. I will come back. I will come back to both Undertale and this. Hopefully. Most likely. I'll try to, okay? I'll try.